In this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to use the private ChatGPT tool inside our training platform. So here you will see the API key, and this is where you're going to chat with ChatGPT. Your screen may not look like this right away because I've already entered the API key. Normally, if you log in, you might see something like this. It's blank and it's asking you to provide a valid OpenAI API key. You also do not see the sidebar. Just click this arrow here and you will see the column for the API key. You can just enter the API key, enter it, and you will see the screen. All right. So I'll demonstrate how to use this. Let's go first on the settings inside our private chat GPT. In here, you will see the API key, temperature, and top P. If you're going to read through the documentation of ChatGPT, you will see what's the function of these two. But in a nutshell, the temperature and top P will determine how crazy. So if you adjust it to its maximum temperature and its top P, it will give you super creative answers and sometimes borderline of crazy answers. But if you're going to decrease it, then the answer of the chat GPT or AI will be more of a general answer or like a vague answer model. So you have an option here to use the model that you want for ChatGPT to use. ChatGPT has the latest model of GPT-4. If you use GPT-40, it will give you advanced answers and the AI will be very advanced and intelligent. But if you think that you just need simple answers and you're not really into critical thinking, then you can use the older versions. So, if I am looking for like general answers, or for example, what's the definition of human anatomy, then I can just use GPT 3.5 Turbo or Turbo 16K because it's a general knowledge and it's only asking ChatGPT to provide us a definition. But if we want ChatGPT to solve problems for us, equations, or we give ChatGPT a complicated task, combining different expertise. So, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to use the GPT 40. And one of my favorite use for this private chat GPT is it can help me summarize web articles. So let me show you. Let's find a web article. I like Desiring God website. Let's go to articles and let's just pick this first article. So if I want to have a summary of this article, I can just put in here, please summarize this for me. There, it's fast, right? I can summarize the article for you. My body's not normal from Desiring God discussing the Christian perspective that our bodies are not ultimately our own but belong to God. All right, so that's my most favorite use of ChatGPT. There are other models like Claude. I use Claude um as well. Summarize this article. Some AIs have limited capabilities. So just like here, it looks like you shared a URL, but I'm not able to browse the internet or open links. Maybe they are going to update this in the future, but as of right now, June 2024, it cannot search the web yet. But anyway, just a short discussion about ChatGPT. So let's go back here. You can ask any questions. I like asking, can you give me a joke about math. Why was the equal sign so humble? Because it knew it wasn't less than or greater than anyone else. So you can ask whatever you want with this chat GPT. You can even provide it even longer prompt. So I'll show you here an example. I have here a very long prompt. As an expert Filipino English translator with a flair of millennial Taglish storytelling, you're tasked with translating stories to resonate with modern Filipinos. Your challenge is to rewrite the following story in Taglish, ensuring it's conversational and in the first person, incorporate dialogue, character development, conflict, flashback, the story. This is just a copy of my recent post, so I'm going to give it. I just wanted to rewrite it. See, nagsimula lahat sa meron kang tubig sa baga. Tapos na-diagnose ako ng tuberculosis. Ordinaryo lang naman ang tubig, 'di ba? Pero iba 'tong klase ng tubig na 'to, nakakatakot. So, ito yung first part nun. Nagsimula sa meron kang tubig sa baga, then I was diagnosed. Ordinary lang naman ang tubig, hindi masama. Takot ako sa klase ng tubig na 'to. So, this part here, ni-revise niya, no? And it's Tagalog, right? So, there's so many ways for you to use this chat GPT. This is just an example. In the future, I will demonstrate even more cases how I use chat GPT. But for now, go ahead and request an API key for so that you can use it, and then go ahead and play around with this chat GPT.